They never said nothing about Pam being her birthday.
All right, how we doing, guys? Wimpy said he's running late. He said 10 minutes. I don't know. I figured you guys would rather watch my ass than nothing, so here we are. We did not make it to Atlanta this weekend, which sucked. But Kate had to work, so I didn't have anyone to watch kids. But they still held the race. Looked like it was pretty cold. Team Denver did what Team Denver does and fucked everybody up. Looks like Jarrett Bradshaw won. Patches and him split in the final. I don't know how in the world those two managed to stay away from each other that much. And every shootout they get in, somehow they end up lasting to the end. I don't know how it's possible, but they pulled it off again. Looked like Patches. I think they said Patches' car was struggling a little bit, but Jarrett's was on fire. Turtle was there. It looked like they had a fast S10 there. Chaz from Atlanta threw a hell of a race. They got it all in. It rained the night before. It was cold. It had snow flurries and stuff. But congrats to Team Denver on another win. I don't think anything. Oh, Corley had a race too. Damn, I don't have any stats on Corley's race. Hopefully he posted something. But yeah, Corley had a race down in Florida. Hopefully you didn't miss his podcast that said everything. I see a bunch of pictures here. It was a badass race. It doesn't look like anyone's getting announced as a winner. So I don't know. If someone in the comments can let us know who won in Florida at Mike Corley's race. I think it was called Redemption something, and a number. And touchdown Ohio State. Let's see. Anyone get the name already? No one's got that name yet? It does not look like anyone's. Chase something. One. Looks like someone's complaining about a flagger at one of the races. Sounds like Alex LaRoque screwed over Mike Corley somehow. I'm definitely interested in that. And Silver Dragon for the win. He knew the name. Mark Hamill's first movie since Star Wars. Corvette Summer. That's a good one. If you're into old school movies. G2K had the live feed on Corley's race. Everyone go give G2K a follow. It's a sweet channel. Oh, it sounds like Alex was flagging. And I turned the light on before Mike got spooled up. Bummer. Yeah, it's a goofy old movie. Screwed him bad, huh? Ouch. Was that in the finals? Hopefully not in the final. Alex officially worst flagger both sides of the All right, that's fair enough. I don't think anything else big happened. February's got a couple big races coming up. I think we're going to try, as long as Kate don't have to work that weekend, to run Corley's next race, the East versus South in Florida. I don't think I have any flyers, but usually Limpy does all that. Nope, just index Jeff. Never forget that he loves index racing. This is Bracket Racing Elite. Ask him about it. Anytime you see him, ask Jeff Thomas. Other than that, I don't think there's too much going on. I got to get my car down to All-Star Tent and wraps. It's been, I think it's what outside right now, like -3 degrees. So
Oh,
I haven't really made much progress on that. Jeff had some family members that were sick. He was going to come up here and break the world record, the speed record for rolling a blunt, which would have been sweet. But we'll have him up here next weekend or next Monday. I tried to get Jarrett Bradshaw on. He was cool with it, but I ended up getting busy. So maybe next Monday I can con Jarrett Bradshaw into coming on. We were going to have him come on. I can maybe get him and Charles on at the same time. What up, Maynard? And that'd be a good show. You wouldn't want to miss that. Team Denver, as everyone knows, kills it. So maybe we can get them on next Monday. Like I said, I was going to try to get someone from the backside race Joey's doing, and I tried, but I probably should have hit him up sooner, and maybe we can get him next Monday. Cleater bought 50% of Brennington. That's pretty cool. Like I said, I think it's like 3 degrees outside right now, and with the wind, it feels like -15. Yeah, hit me up, Richard. I'm sure we can get Phil to do it. But yeah, it's cold up here. It's not very warm. I don't know what else. What do you guys want to talk about? Give me something good. What's everyone smoking? Did anyone see that coyote from TKM in that Galaxy? Put down 3,800 and some horsepower.
is he sure?
That's fucking crazy out of a fucking coyote, dude. It's got to be one of the billet ones. Had 88 millimeter Hartz turbos on it. It was pretty cool. I don't know. I'm really interested in a coyote engine. Yeah, I'm right there. I was just texting Joe at Bipolar. We might waffle my engine and try to put a coyote in or something. It'd be cool to have a Ford motor in a Ford. Looks like Ed's watching U.S. Nationals testing. Yeah, I did get a haircut. I've been wearing a winter hat all day, so it's crazy, but it's also cold. I shouldn't have did it. I like RSO better than Feco. Get Mike on. Let him talk about the race. We might be able to. I can see what he's doing. Send him a message or something. Those guys are always busy. Let's see what he says. Silver Haze for JoJo. Cherry Runts. Fruity Pebble Hybrid. OG Kush. Nice. Killing it. Maynard said that snowboarding was awesome today. Must be they got a bunch of fresh snow. Up north get a bunch of snow. They get lake effect all the time.
Yeah,
So
actually, I didn't look and see.
it could be either way. Oh, there's Joe messaging right now. Private reserve. You know what I'm burning tonight, Jeff? I'm burning Headband from Premiere. I forgot I had that. We need to roll that up. Roll that up. Yeah, that stuff. That's a really cool strain. It don't test well, but man, does it get you so baked. Ooh, sounds like Joe's got a good one. Billet crank, filled black, 5.2 heads, etc. I don't know. Maybe we need to do that. What's up, Robert? Wonder what the temp is in the UK.
Cold.
Yes, you're right, Jeff. Same, but different. Andy's burning butter runts. And always fuck the IRS. I don't got to pick up any kids today. All basketball practice was canceled because they canceled school because of how cold it is.
Yeah.
So I don't got to pick them up today.
You gotta take
Bonus.
them to school tomorrow.
Or forget them. That one was embarrassing. Or at least was embarrassing for Kate. I didn't really give a fuck. I'm sure she was disappointed in me. Burnout OG, cherry something.
I'm not mad at you. I'm just disappointed. Very disappointed.
And we'll send pictures so people know that I'm doing a podcast. And it's cold. That's my report. The show's probably going to be boring. I don't have anyone to bounce anything off. I don't know what Limpy did. It looked like Brett Aubrey was doing something cool and driving around. Damn, it looks like this is going down right now as we speak. So I think my LS will be in a waffle at Bipolar here in a couple days, and I'm gonna switch over to this billet-filled 5.2 headed coyote. Hi, Limpy.
Hi. Oh boy, what happened here?
I was butchering this for quite a minute, but it's good to see it.
Oh, there we go.
Stuff's easy to roll too.
Lost. Oh boy. Oh, there we go. Looky there. All right, check. Are we good? Audio.
Check.
All right.
Smoke them if you got them.
We can't hear you. What you say?
Huh? What?
Say it again.
What?
Big Matt's trying to talk shit. You know he don't know what he talking
That
about.
motherfucker. He got. Hey, Matt.
It's
Hey,
two
Matt.
Matts in the house.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he says shut the fuck. Nah, get that shit off.
I'm too. Oh God. Oh God.
Dang.
Jesus Christ.
Damn, that motherfucker choking that chicken, isn't he?
He sure the fuck is.
Jeez Louise, this dude.
Like you, dude. Be like,
We talked about the Atlanta street race. I didn't know if you had any racing going on down by you or.
Now, hell, I went and had a steak dinner tonight. That's why I'm late here, people. The old lady got off, and Pat happened to be in town, and we had steak dinner tonight. And
Oh, Dave had fun.
that's snowing here right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
How often does that happen?
once in about 4 or 5 years, but it usually hasn't happened. Usually February is our coldest month here. Usually playing with his pet cock. Yep. Yeah, I've seen. Congrats to Team Denver holding it down.
Yeah, you know me. Whenever I don't know what they do for the week, I just shout them out because I figured whatever they did, they won anyways.
Yeah.
They are still murdering it.
Limpy, you put one.
No, serious question. Why do I need a Xanax? What happens if I take a Xanax? I think I tried that once and I blacked out and did all sorts of weird shit that I still hear about to this day.
If you need steak sauce for a steak, then you're fucking doing it wrong.
Yeah, you
Or
bought the
you're
wrong
eating-
steak or cooked it
You
wrong.
bought the wrong. Yeah, both of them probably. I had some smoked sirloin steak.
Junior, I think those are still good. I mean, they might be down a little bit in percentage, but they'll still work.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of, I was talking about that RSO. I think Ed E's and B's. E's and B's. Oh wait, I need to fix my. There we go. Oh, there we go. Look, I fixed my background here. He sent me some RSO one time, and I didn't. I never got to try it. I gave it to Silver Dragon, if he's watching. Oh, Alexa's going off. And because he was having problems, pain problems, so I gave it to him. He said that shit worked.
It works.
So I'm like, damn, I might need to try some just to try some. Oh, who is Kenneth Dantley? Did anybody say, or did anybody get?
It's the main character in Corvette Summer,
Oh, okay.
old movie from 1978.
You know, and it's pretty bad when it's so cold here. But where I smoke at here is on the back porch or the back patio, and well, we got northern wind blowing like 20 miles an hour, and it's like 19 degrees outside. So we're not smoking. We've been doing dabs here like the last 2 days. It's just been a dab stuff.
Yeah. We have been dabbing a lot lately.
What do you think's colder, dry air or probably wet air?
Silver Dragon won the movie.
No, the wet
Oh,
air is
good.
colder, but
Yeah, like dry.
It was.
Dry
It was
19
fucking.
pretty cold.
It was funny as fuck because Dragon came over to the house the other night and we were smoking it up, and we were talking about because it seems like as the older I'm getting, the thinner my blood's getting. So I'm becoming a puss nowadays.
yeah, I don't
And,
deal with
it
the
was-
cold nearly as well as I used to.
Well, it was said it was 60 degrees outside, and then this was like 11:30 at night, and then I said, man, it seems like it's colder. He's like, it shows 60 degrees. I said, well, your fucking phone is high as fuck. It ain't 60 degrees out here.
It just tastes kind
I said, what's the real feel? And he was looking at his phone, and he happened to bring it up. He fucking like, he was all like, you know, like when they like, remember the old cartoon when they see something, he's like, "Cocoon," you know, and they're like, oh, like that. He was like, what the fuck, 14 degrees at midnight. And I was like, is that like today or is that like the next day? It was fucking funny as fuck.
Yeah, see, 8 o'clock.
What's ours say right now?
Texas, it's at 5 o'clock there.
Says it feels like -4, but it's 5 degrees.
Yeah, I don't even know what
So
it
it
feels
must
like
be some
here.
wind blowing too.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Catch my rose. My nose is running. Oh shit. -1 here. Let's see here. It is.
North Texas gets a lot of snow.
What do you got?
Well, it's that piece that goes
Oh,
up.
don't mess with Richard.
Don't mess with my shit over here.
It's like just below Colorado, Nebraska.
-1 at Maynard's right now, up at Fife Lake.
It's 19, and
How much snow is
yeah,
it?
we're getting a little. It ain't. Luckily, it's just powder here.
I'm sure.
Real feel is 24 here. Feels like it's 19 here.
Casco.
But people, I'm from the South, so we're not used to that shit. We're not used to that fucking northern weather,
No, I agree.
which we'd be out there street racing in it right now. So that's how we roll.
It's like Barry Sanders. He took like 4 dudes.
So no racing down there by you?
I think they're going to try. I think they were going to try something either this weekend or something like that.
What is that? A no trailer?
I think they're. I don't know if they're what they're doing. It's not me. Um, -7. Good lord, y'all people, y'all live where it's fucking cold.
Yeah, it sucks.
I mean, it's cold as fuck for here to be fucking feel like it's 19 degrees outside. Of course, we street raced when it was 9 degrees out here, and everyone I asked, every one of them said we're all fucking stupid, and I agreed. Yeah, T-Bone, he's from the south. He knows.
Dude, all those
That
Uh,
was hilarious.
we're at the
So did Jeff already roll the blunt?
Bezos.
No, he's gonna come do it next week. He has sick family.
Oh shit!
Um,
Did you like that? Do you like that picture?
too.
Yeah, that's awesome picture. Was that buried in his Facebook?
It was in his Facebook. I don't know. I remember he said he's gonna roll a big old fatty, and then I'm like, all right.
Oh, dude, just think
He was
Hopefully
supposed to
it's gonna be
set
about
the
as-
world record for the fastest rolled blunt.
Man,
That'd have been the place to buy 'em up. Right
That'd have
there.
been pretty dope.
yeah, that's a
But
fact.
we'll do it next Monday.
Racers are just going to
And I
race.
think I might be able to get Jared Bradshaw on next Monday. He was going to come on, but he ended up having some shit come up. And I asked him late. Like when you texted me earlier today is when I asked him. I should have asked him a little earlier, but I think we might have Jared on next week.
Yeah, dude. Patrick, he got me onto this deal that I've been watching, and you know, any guy that watches anything. Well, he got me watching. Have you ever seen the? It's I don't think it's out anymore, but earlier it's called Banshee. It was on it's on Cinemax or HBO or whatever. But man, if y'all ain't watching that, y'all need to watch it. It has old Superman in it. Not Superman, but the new live Superman. What's his name? Oh, I don't know. You don't know. Anyway, the new Marvel movie with Superman, it has that dude as the lead dude in it, and he bangs like everybody on there, and even some Amish girls. All right, well they play Amish, and I didn't know I have a fetish for Amish girls.
Yeah.
It's
No.
pretty awesome.
After watching this, called
I'll have to
Banshee,
look
y'all
that
need to
up
watch it up. Yeah, the first 4 or 5, the first 3 or 4 episodes, you'd be like, probably the first 3 episodes, you'd be like, I'm hooked. I'm ready to watch this. I think there's 4 seasons. Rum Singer. What's up, Hurley? What's up, Dragon? Pat's here. Man, it's bad. I got a bunch of weed now, and it's just too cold to even fucking go out back and smoke it. That's how bad it is. So, yeah, we just been either doing dabs or we'll go out front and burn one. Kind of hide in I get a little patio area up front, like a little where you can hang out, kind of block yourself from the wind, but it ain't that bad. 22 below zero in northern. Yeah, fuck that shit, dude. I know y'all are used to that stuff, but god dang, that don't even. So who do y'all think the last 5 is? No, well, he hasn't posted it yet. I don't, I don't, I don't know. I don't know. If he hits you good, you come inside. Yeah, shit. David Corn Sweat. Oh. 10-4. Let us know. Dragon, I got the table tomorrow night, but I can always just we can always do a little. I can always bring myself on out back. You heard?
Negative 40 Celsius. That's insane. Where are you, Siberia?
I think he's from Canada.
Siberia weather, right?
It'll be
See
in the
right
afternoon.
there. Andy was in Minnesota, lived in Minnesota for a while. Saw negative 56 as a real temp his first year in Duluth.
Holy shit! As a real temp.
Yeah, like when you're in Minnesota in those spots or whatever, you have to.
Your car,
Yeah, but you have to be like prepared for that. Like you have to have things
Can't
in
wear
your
this.
car. Yeah, like
you can't just wear a
you have to have
sweatshirt.
Arctic gear and shit to cover your whole
Survival.
entire. Yeah, like it's insane. Oh what? Am I muted still? Can you hear me? Am I muted?
No,
Oh,
I'm trying to get this motherfucking vape to fucking work. This fucking goddamn. I ain't never gonna get one of these motherfuckers again. Fucking things suck. I might start my. What's up, Mark? I might start the reaction channel up. I might add a reactions and product reviews
Sucks, but
on what not to buy and what to buy.
this looks better for the Big Ten, just kicking that shit out of the SEC.
I'll just add that to my plate of all the shit I got going on right now. Minus 30.
oh
Fuck that.
shit!
Fuck
I
that shit.
sent things to the girls. I don't know if they're
They were still
coming on tonight or not.
Did they race down in Florida? Or did Mike and them race?
Yeah, they're asking us to get Mike on and talk about it.
Oh, I can send him.
Send him a message and see if Mike wants to come on and say what's up. No school tomorrow for your kids, right? So you're going with me.
I'm still gonna wake up at 7 a.m. So as long as we're really only going to Jackson, we're gonna be there all night.
Excuse me.
Fuck you.
I ain't working tomorrow, so I could go with it too. If you needed somebody to go with you.
I was just saying you can. We don't have to. I figured it'd be fun watching me freeze my ass off.
I'm definitely not going fish tomorrow. It's too cold.
What y'all got going on?
I had to go change batteries in a mammogram truck after
Mammogram.
this in like negative 15-degree weather.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. I like
Oh shit! I didn't know that, Ed. Maybe he will. Maybe they'll let us know.
Yeah, I think Mike and Alex don't like each other anymore, according to the comments.
Oh, they're fighting.
That's
Yep.
good sound.
Welcome. Hell yeah. Well, I've already bought my plane ticket. He at least needs to refund me for that if he wants to.
But yeah, I don't know.
They're just dominating on the run game.
Maybe
He
we
mad
can get
he
Mike
ain't
on,
coming
and
on.
Mike will tell us what he did.
He's mad and he ain't coming on. Oh boy, I didn't know all that shit. I missed the show last night because
Is his knee
uh,
down? No.
what I have. No lady came. We had something come up last night.
Doesn't matter. We're gonna kick the shit out of Ohio State next year.
They kissed and made up. Oh boy,
Oh,
was it tongue or was it throat? You know what I mean by throat. If you're of age, you know, little boys like head, men like throat. You heard me? Write that down.
who scored?
Alex has issues flagging. Okay. Oh shit. Sometimes it happens.
I don't know who their players are.
Are y'all watching the football game?
Yeah.
Yep, 14-7, Ohio State.
Oh yeah.
Big Ten
Yeah.
whooping that ass.
Oh, yeah. What happened with
The Lions?
yeah, did they win?
No,
they
they got
lost.
whooped up.
Oh shit, who beat them?
Washington.
Oh shit. NFC team.
Yeah, I saw something real cool today, though. So Jaden Daniels is the quarterback for the Washington Commanders or whatever the hell they're called nowadays, Washington Redskins, and
Oh, they're
it
not
was
called
really
the
cool. He
Redskins anymore?
uses VR whenever he's not at practice and he's at home. He has these VR goggles, and it'll show you the other team's they load up the other team's defensive schemes and what they run majority of the time, and you can then watch through the VR like it's really happening. And then he watches it at 1.75 speed, meaning they've sped it up so it's faster than like we can even go.
Yeah.
And it like slows the game down for him. I don't know. It was super interesting reading on it and stuff. I guess when he was drafted, he put a clause in to where if your team didn't have VR operations, don't even draft me.
Oh, so it's been around.
Yeah. He started using it at LSU. It's a whole art. You'll have to look at that article. I saw. It's crazy.
Yeah. I
But
started
I-
using
I was-
VR for porn, but you know,
My phone's gonna die.
now I got to run now I got to run and hide my IP address
Like gray
to
cord.
watch porn. The Washington Foreskins. Oh boy.
Dope name.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We
Dope.
gotta see the video to see what happened. I don't know what happened.
Michigan
First time
State
hearing
killed
about
it, though, in basketball. They whooped up on Illinois.
Yeah. That was a great game.
It was a good game. The refs were horrible. What did you think?
I
Still
watched the second
was a
half.
great season for the Lions. Nothing to be
Felt like
ashamed
they'd
of.
call weak shit on their side and nothing. Dude,
Yeah.
like
You gotta remember though, Michigan State.
Akins went down a few times and just got blasted right to the floor and no call.
Michigan State plays so fast.
I don't know. They looked good though. Everyone was saying Illinois was the tube to beat.
Yeah.
Shit, I hope so. Hope
Helped out.
Trump fixes a lot of things.
Yeah, I don't really care who, but someone fixed some shit.
Alex hit the light before Mike spooled all the way up. Oh boy. Mike having spooling issues, or is it Alex having? Well, here we'll try to get out.
Shameless plug here, but Mike should contact Nitrous Express, and then he could run nitrous while he's spooling and spool up faster if he's struggling to get that thing spooled up.
We'll see. We'll see if Alex come on.
Those dudes are from Canada, man. This is like primetime Tim Hortons hangout. So like getting them to put down the crawler is an issue.
I like it.
Is that what we're smoking right now?
Yeah.
Right now we're smoking Banana Conda.
Can you show the thing of it?
Banana Conda.
Looks vicious. Got that banana in the sleeper.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought instant it was like a sexual name or something. And I
For sure.
Like
realized.
sexual
I mean,
chocolate.
Well, Alex said he's flying home right now.
legitly
He's just now
tastes
taking off.
50% banana, 50% snake venom.
Have they came out with a
Snake
weed
blood or whatever they do those shots of in that other country.
Have they come
Oh,
out with
I had some snake
sexual
venom,
chocolate?
and it wasn't really snake venom, is it?
Sexual
Venomous.
chocolate would be a good weed name.
Sounds pretty gay. Oh boy, Mufasa's in the chat. Y'all look out.
He called it out. Tiger blood.
Tiger blood. Patrick brought me some. I think it was called rattlesnake.
Damn, it
venom
looks
or
like
something.
Rick beat the crap out of Alex on the starting line and then apologized to him after the race.
Oh shit.
Man, we missed out on all sorts of cool shit there. Oh, James Glenn said he has nitrous outlet. Huh. Wonder if it wasn't working. Wonder if the solenoid stuck or something.
Yeah, I think Nitrous Outlet sponsors
I'm just being a goofball. I'm sure it was working.
T-Bone. He looked up at me and I misinterpreted it as a head nod. Oh,
Out again.
Who's Alex Rush?
that's Alex. He's on the plane taking off right now.
Dude, of course this dude would have Rush in his name from Canada. I bet Rush is his favorite band, and he wants to suck that drummer's dick. I'll guarantee it. That's all anyone talks about. Rush has the best drummer ever.
Today's time, so
Boom, boom.
Oh,
Oh God, dude.
no.
Alex Rush. I'm gonna get him a Rush T-shirt, like something
Oh,
sick
boy.
too, like '84 World Tour.
He probably ain't alive in '84. He wasn't even alive in '84.
Oh, that's hilarious. So, Alex, that Rick dude beat you up and had to apologize afterwards? This comment section's crazy if you go back and look at it. Sounds like he beat you up to make sure that Mike didn't beat you up and get thrown out of his own race.
91. Damn, I was getting out of school,
I don't
Patrick.
even know. What was he doing in 91?
Getting born.
That's when he was born? And he still loves Rush that much? That's crazy.
His parents had to fucking just played it all the time.
That's how dope Rush is in Canada. That like kids born now are like going to bed in their cribs to Rush.
My kid likes the '80s and '90s stuff. She's a '80s and '90s music,
We had to watch that Lions game the other
and
night,
she was born in the '90s.
Damn, see, he was already on the Camaro cruise.
and it was in
Bro.
It was on Canadian Fox. So all the
Uh-oh.
commercials were all fucking Canadian.
I was ready to fight a crew of Camaro dudes.
Citizenship
They're
revoked?
talking about this place has got pasta.
Damn.
They call it pasta.
This is just out of hand.
Pasta.
Damn.
That was the first clue.
Oh, now he's trying to claim that he don't love the band Rush and it's short form. Bro, you're from Canada. We know you love Rush. Like, know this. Like,
Why wouldn't you?
where's Trevor or Mike to back me up here? We got anyone else watching from Canada? Back me up. Like, Rush is king there, right?
Yeah, where's
No, I thought Drake was.
the Trailer Park Boys? They would tell
Nah, he's a pedophile nowadays and also lost that battle to Kendrick really bad.
Oh, he did?
America,
I don't know.
fuck
know.
yeah.
you. Fuck yeah.
Who's doing the Super Bowl? Not Drake. America is. Matt knows.
No,
Is Pooh Shiesty Canadian? Fuck no.
What the fuck you
Well,
just
it
say?
might be American here soon, I guess, if we buy out or take over Canada. Oh, shit. See,
Hey, guess what I started watching? I watched besides the Banshee.
now he's closer to the heart.
I started watching wasn't Trailer Park Boys, it was the other one. God dang.
I'm sure. Man, Florida can race right now. I'm so jealous.
Fucking
Trailer Park
Rush and
Boys,
Trailer Park
good.
Boys. Eastbound and Down.
Yeah, it's an amazing show.
I'm on episode 2 of season 1. I started watching it.
Of season 1?
Yeah, I just started watching it. I've never
Oh,
watched it
dog,
before.
you don't even know what's coming. So season 1, episode 2, you made it to the school dance, right?
I don't remember.
Nah, that might be episode 3. You're coming up on it. Wait till you see the scene from the school dance. Dude, that shit had me dying. That whole show is so good. That dude's amazing.
What show is it?
Eastbound and Down.
Oh yeah.
Kenny
yeah.
Powers.
Oh yes. That's so
Wait till Will Ferrell gets involved too, dude.
Oh yeah, I've seen him.
Oh, what's his name? Abe.
Uh-oh. I'm watching
What?
it on.
You let me in?
Yeah, I'm watching it. I think Jasper just took a dive on us. I'm watching that on Cinemax Plus or whatever, Silverado. How goes it, Roger?
Hey, it's going. It's we're getting the shitty weather just like Jasper is, and
Can you believe it's actually snowing here right now?
I know. I've got some friends down near Corpus Christi, and they're right at that edge, and it's
Yeah.
pretty nasty.
Yeah, I'm a lot further north than them. I'm about I'm
No.
about I'm about 7 hours north of where they're from.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
about I'm about an hour and 15 minutes from Oklahoma.
Oh. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I've kind of got an idea as to where you are then. But
Yeah.
yeah. Hey, you're telling. I was listening to you on before I got logged in here, and you're all talking about snow and shit. Man, I can tell you about some snow and some stories. I'll tell you, because I lived in North Dakota for a year, grew up in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan,
Woo.
and lived in Minnesota for a few years as well, and Wisconsin. It's so moved around a bit and drove through a lot of snow and a lot of whiteouts. Actually, I was down in Indianapolis for the weekend watching my grandbabies do a cheer competition.
Mhm.
Well, that was a rush. But anyway, on the way home last night, we were about a mile from the border, Michigan. And I look out and I was like, road's starting to look a little glossy, and I see this fine snow coming down, ice crystals, and shit. We got over the border, and within a mile, it was in whiteout condition. And cars are pulling over, flashers going. And yeah, we did probably 15 miles, I think. It was a lake effect snow
Mhm.
coming on off Lake Michigan, and then it was over. So, and I guess Kate, she went through one like that tonight, going back to Lansing from Jackson. So,
Yeah.
no,
Try to see
so,
what it is.
yeah, I've uh, I've been in the ditch a few times. Oh God.
Is it
So,
because you slid it or because you was messed up
yes.
or both of them?
Yeah. Well, one time, the scariest time, I was in North Dakota because I was stationed in Minot, and I had some good friends in Grand Forks, and so Grand Forks is about 250 miles away, and so we used to take turns going back and forth for parties, and every other weekend we got together one place or the other. So I went to Grand Forks, went partying all fucking weekend, fucked up. Anyway, I had to get back because I had to work in the morning and had a like a 6 o'clock call. So got back. I was on my way back. Really nasty shit. And I'm just driving along. I got a Jeep CJ5 and a little blanket over the roll bar so I could keep warm in the front. And shit. By the time we got as I started to fall asleep and driving down the wrong side of the road, says I got to pull over. And then there was a little wayside, a little rest area. I pulled into that and said, and so, and the snowbanks were taller than my Jeep.
Oh
And so I
shit.
was like, yeah, Christ, if I'm sitting here and I leave my Jeep running, I'm going to kill myself, with carbon monoxide. So I shut it off. Yeah, about 5 minutes later, I'm just shaking. It's so cold. And so I said, oh, I'm awake now. Fired it up and headed down the road. And next thing you know, uh, I woke up and the whole Jeep is just racking and rolling, and I'm off the road, off on the left side, and I had the hubs locked, so I reached down, hit it in 4-wheel drive, stomped on the gas, and tried to get back up onto the road. Well, I didn't quite make it because the snow was so deep. I had no traction, so I'm just skidding along, and so that was it, and stuck. So got out, got out my little army shovel, and started digging. Dug out from underneath the Jeep, got it down on the ground so it'd have some traction, dug out a little bit in front of me. And I says, all right, now if I hit it, I should be able to make it up to the road. Well, guess what? I didn't make it up to the road. I had to start shoveling again. And so I was out there for quite a few hours. And the entire time I was there, one truck passed by. That was it. Just one. And I was out there for hours through the night.
Did they
And
offer to help or they just drive by?
they just drove on by. I'm just sitting down in the ditch, and
They
the
probably
lights
didn't
are
even
off.
see you, did they?
No, I don't think so. It just blew on by. Because actually, in North Dakota, it's if you see somebody in a ditch or something like that, it's illegal to not stop. You got to stop. And
Oh yeah, I got you.
shit. One time I was driving from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, to Yankton, and it was at night, and it had been snowing. It was shitty, and I'm driving down this country road, and I see this car down in the ditch. Of course, I remember my situation and that, so I said, "Well, I better go check on it and make sure nobody's in it." So I stopped and backed up, tromped through the snow, and get to the car, and damn, there's a guy all slumped over the steering wheel. I'm
Oh,
like,
shit.
oh fuck, yeah, yeah. And I mean, I couldn't open the door because of the snow. I'm pulling on the door and I bang on the window, and he's going, what, coming to, and he just drunk as shit. And so he was heading to Yankton. So I said, well, I'll give you a ride. Come on, get in and get the car, get him warmed up. We're driving down the road, and he says, oh shit, where's my wife? Was my wife? Where was she still in the car? Where'd she go? It's like she had left him in the bar hours before. The
Oh,
time I got him home, she was already there. Yeah, that's North Dakota, South Dakota, eh? So
don't you know that?
yeah, oh, but yeah, that you go off at night in the snow, yeah, there's a good chance you could die. So we lost Jasper, huh?
I guess so. I don't know.
I,
Echo.
I haven't heard from Kate. She sent me the link, so surprised she's not on. Crystal won't be joining us tonight.
Oh,
Yeah, she had a death in the family, so
oh, poor thing.
yeah, yeah. So she won't be here. Anyway, we'll miss her. That's for sure. So how do you guys stay warm down there? When I was in basic training, I was in down there in not Austin. Where's the Air Force down there for their I'm spacing it out.
Here?
Yeah,
Uh,
Lackland. I was at Lackland Air Force Base.
oh, out Abilene?
No, no, nope. Get the Riverwalk and
Oh, San Antonio?
San Antonio. I've been there so many times. I can't believe I spaced that out. But yeah, and because I got drafted and then I enlisted in the Air Force, so he sent me down there. And shit, it was December, and it snowed, and it was the first snow and that they'd had in ever, and coming from the Great White North. Look out, and shit, it's not even covering the grass, and they're shutting the base down. It's like, so yeah, you guys, you take that stuff pretty serious, and well, it's like, what the fuck? That's nothing. But so we had a day off, basic training, because of half-inch of snow on the ground. But yeah, it's cold. So I guess it follows me. I don't know. I lived in Jacksonville, Florida, and Christ, we had frost and snow there while I was there. So is racing off for you guys down there in the winter? Or are you still racing? I lose you too? I can't hear you. Not at all.
Hello, check.
There you are. You're back.
All right. I had an echo a while ago. I don't know if it's echoing now.
No, you sound fine.
All
At
right.
least here you do.
No, we do. We do. It just depends on if it's got moisture on the ground or not. If it's, so even last weekend, when it snowed here, we still had, we did like truck days and race on, just, it was, nobody was out doing nothing. So they pretty much just raced on the street, in the middle of the street, out in broad daylight.
Mm. Yeah, they do some of that around here. I've not gone, but my grandson went one time, and I don't know who he met off in the or what they were doing, but he got in some trouble, that's for sure, and ended up totaling his car and all. Ultimately, put him in jail.
Oh boy, Roger, where'd you live at when Jacksonville? When you lived in Jacksonville?
Uh, um, I lived right there by St. John's,
St.
right
John's.
off the river. By Julington Creek, if somebody knows where that's at, Mandarin area.
Yeah, you said it snowed in '89 there.
Yeah, no, not there. Yeah, yeah. Actually, they're supposed to be getting some snow this week.
Oh yeah, in Florida.
The same storm you're getting is going to head right up the I-10 corridor and get northern Florida.
Oh yeah, it's blowing through right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we came out of. That's why I was a little late today. We had dinner. Me and the wife had dinner at a friend in the town, and walked out of the steak place, and it was snowing. And I was like, I mean, it wasn't big, wasn't like whiteout or anything, but it's to see powder for us. Is you only get to see it, once or two or three times every 3 or 4 years.
Hmm.
I'm south. I'm 10 miles south of Dayton,
Yeah.
Tennessee.
I did a iron butt run on my motorcycle,
What's
and
that?
an iron butt you got to do 1,000 miles in under 24 hours. And so I decided to go to Florida and see my brother in uh, March. Well, it was first part of April was Easter, and so I took off midnight from here because I'd watched the weather. It's going to be cold. Cold. Well, I was worried more about snow. It says, nope, no, looks like I got a clear shot. So I left around midnight, and damn, I got into Ohio and it started snowing. And I'm like, oh fuck. So about the time I see the road is starting to get glossy and that, and everything's getting white, and it's I better look to get off and call it a night and have to do it again some other time. And then I just cleared up. And oh Christ, road's clear. Here we go. I'm gonna head to Florida. And I kept going. A little while later, snow again. Damn, And every time I'd go to get off or whatever, this truck would pass me. I think I passed that truck probably about 6 times. you know, I did make it to Florida. It took almost it took about 20 hours, I think. And I got down to Gainesville, and it was record cold temperatures down there. It was like, oh shit, just give me a warm hotel right now. So that's what I did.
I used to do button runs all the time when I was driving trucks, illegally.
Mm-hmm.
I think the furthest I ever drove, where I was I was in Portland, Oregon, up there, and I drove all the way across, all the way to Detroit, Michigan, northern. I don't know. It was. I think I went to 8 Mile, delivered there, and then I went from there. I went all the way up to the northern I loaded. I was on the river, whatever that is, the Canadian River, and then and I drove from there all the way down to almost to New Orleans, all in 2 different shots.
Holy shit!
But that was like 2,500 miles, and like I did it in like 3 days.
Yeah. Well, sitting on a cold motorcycle for 1,000 miles, I have no desire to try that one again.
Yeah. How you doing? Are you cold, Kate?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna be so short on the thing tonight because normally my little garage setup is fine, but it's like -6 out here right now. So
you'll be all right.
I got I have 2 space heaters that I normally run, and it's like fine, and I can smoke and whatever.
Oh.
But I didn't think my computer was gonna stay on.
Jasper says his laptop crashed. He's going to run and change his batteries. Like right when Roger got got on Jasper.
Jasper fell off.
Yeah, he took a left turn. But I was late. Luckily, Jasper started, and then when I got on there, and then Jasper took out. So the show must go on.
Yeah, it happens, man.
So somebody just asked if I remember Clark's Fish Camp. Actually, I used to go to Clark's quite a bit, and I was down there this last year, and went. Oh, it was on my motorcycle trip down to Key West, and I stopped to see my sister-in-law, and we went to Clark's Fish Camp. So, yep, sure do. I remember.
Is it good?
Yeah. Yes. And it's right on the water, and it's on right on the St. Johns River area.
What do y'all usually cook up there when it's cold? Like, I mean, like down here we do like chili or like beans or
soup.
y'all do soup and stuff like that.
Yeah, I made meatloaf the other day. Basically anything you got to run your oven for a little while, or it's real hot when you eat it.
Yeah.
Pot pies are good.
Oh yeah, I got this soup. I can't remember the name of it, but it's pot pie soup. It's just like the stuffing and stuff inside the pot pie, but it's made of a soup. Man, it's good too.
Delicious.
4 to 5 inches. Good Lord, I hope I don't get that.
Shit, that's over my cot.
Yeah, I know.
Man.
Yeah, you be sleeping in the snow.
Yep. Oh shit. And that's in Gulf Shores. God, I love Gulf Shores. I mean, the beaches down along there are so much fun. And right there at the Florida-Alabama line, there's a bar there. It's called the Floribama. Half of it's in Florida, half of it's in Alabama. And
do they pay double taxes?
I don't know what that is.
Fuck the IRS. That's what you say.
Yeah.
Yes, fuck the
Chicken
IRS.
pudding.
Chicken pudding.
Chicken pudding?
That sounds gross.
Yeah, I am with you on that.
We ran into like one of my boyfriend's friends at a Meijer one time, and he was like, I'm going home to make corn chowder. And I was like, that sounds fucking disgusting. It sounded so gross to me that I had to look up what it was. And then after I looked up a recipe, I was like, that sounds pretty good. And then I made some, and it is pretty good.
Oh, okay. Damn. I'm not really a chowder type of person, you know.
I am not a chowder person either, generally. So, you know.
Take your word for it.
Yeah, corn chowder it's just like a, I don't know, vegan chili kind of. All right, I got one more little pre-roll I can scooter down while I'm out here, and then I will freeze to death. I need to get a better filtering system so I can smoke more in my house and not have my kids be like, "Bleh."
What's up, David?
You know?
So where is Madison, Indiana? I used to live in Indiana too. I've moved around a bit.
I don't know if that's northern or southern or eastern or western.
I don't know.
I know where Madison, Wisconsin is.
Where's that?
Middle.
Right in the middle. Right in the middle. Bottom of the ocean.
It's between 2 lakes in Wisconsin.
It's between what?
Between 2 lakes in Wisconsin.
Oh.
I used to work for a company in Madison. So I used to go there once in a while.
Sorry, I was checking my weather to see how cold it actually is outside right now.
How is it?
It's 2, feels like -5. Driving home from work, I hit a whiteout like right as I got by my house. It's not fun driving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked at the weather and I saw that was just such a narrow band. that you went through too. Where you
It's
hit
still
it,
snowing pretty hard here, surprisingly.
yeah. And now you
We're
got
getting-
more coming.
We actually got snow here, rolling in right now.
No shit.
Yeah, that's what I said. I walked out of the steak place and I was like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
Is all your stuff gonna freeze?
No, I mean it's been. I don't think it got above freezing today at all. Oh, Richard moving around again. Oh shit! He lost his headband. Where did his headband go?
Who's Richard?
Richard.
It's exactly
Oh,
what
yeah.
I thought it was. Oh my god.
You see what he's? You see what he got in his mouth? He has a headband too. That I think.
Oh, that's crocheted. That's pretty cool. I thought it was 3D printed at first.
No, it's crocheted. Oh shit! Fucking echoing again.
That took a lot of work. That's a lot of crocheting.
That is a lot of crocheting. Yeah, dude, I couldn't even bring my bong out here. When I brought it out, it had like immediately got cold and like the stem got frozen into it, and I was like, uh-oh. So rough times in Michigan. I mean, I know everywhere is fucking freezing right now.
Yeah, I imagine it is.
It'd be interesting to see the next couple of days, like the weather gets frozen. Uh-oh.
I froze. Oh boy, I froze.
I hear
Kate
you.
gone. All right, I guess Kate's froze.
He's froze. It's cold.
Her internet's frozen. Literally. Yeah.
Yes. No.
See, Rod.
Yeah, I was talking to my cousin earlier, and he's up in the Upper Peninsula. And it's quite a bit colder up there than it is here, but it's nasty. We used to go out jeeping and with CJ's. I had a buddy; he had a CJ5 as well, and we used to go out in North Dakota and climb around through the valleys and the gullies and shit. And that was a lot of fun. Remember doing that. When we get stuck and buried, there was a guy in town had a 4-wheel drive pickup, dualies, and he'd come out and pull us out because he had a wrecker on there. And he was a wrecker, and he used to call us Page 6 because that's where the obituaries were in the Minot Daily News. Because we'd be out there in the nastiest stuff.
Oh yeah.
Young and dumb. Yeah, we
Oh,
used to
you
go out in the fields and just spin around and shit.
Yeah, I used to. I have a reaction channel that I do. I used to watch this channel that they go off roading and stuff. They do it's they look like rock crawlers and stuff, but they're out in the trails and Canada and stuff through all the snow and stuff. Pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
Looks pretty fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun things to do in the snow. Yeah. A lot of things you can do and can be pretty fucking dangerous too.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Fall off into a snowdrift.
Oh my God. That's the one thing. I've always had rear wheel drives. And then when I would travel, I'd always rent a car and you couldn't get rear wheel drives. So they're all front wheel drive for the most part. And anyway, I used to put those things in snowbanks all the time. You can't drive in the snow and the ice with a front wheel drive like you do with a rear wheel drive. And I just had, just normal how to drive on that shit with rear wheel drive. And I'm like, oh, I hate that. Yeah, I know about putting them up on snowbanks.
Mm-hmm. What's the craziest stuff you rode your bike in before?
Oh God. the most dangerous, most stupid thing was when I went to Labrador, Canada, in Labrador City, and it was raining, and we were in the middle of, well, it's all in the middle of nowhere up there. Um, and we thought we were closer to Labrador City than what we were. So we decided to continue on to try to get a hotel. We'd be there. Shit, no, we were like 150, 200 miles away yet. And 1 o'clock in the morning, it's raining, and the road narrowed for a bridge, and going across this river, and there were just two sets of wood planks on each side for the trucks to go over, and there was no stupid cars out there. Actually, we saw one car out there. He had tires slashed up, but anyway, there he was, just in that. And anyway, I hit that one edge. I got my front tire on it because I was right in the middle, and I got my front tire on it. My back hit the board, and it just flipped me over. I came off the bike, hit the guardrail. I thought I broke my arm. God, my arm just swelled up in the middle of the night out there. And anyway, got up right away and went over to the bike, hit the kill. And the buddy I was with, Mac, he was in front of me, and he, I guess, didn't see me go down or disappear. I don't know, because he just was kind of gone for a while. And let me tell you, sitting on that bridge, total blackness, complete. And the water, you could just hear it under the bridge in the river. Yeah. And then thinking, now what the fuck? My bike going to go? Is my arm going to work? And that stretch of road, well, we had to carry fuel because there's no gas stations, nothing out there. So yeah, it was nasty. That was probably my worst experience on the bike. Absolutely. And worst driving conditions for rain, because it was all mud and slop. We let some of the air out of the tires so we get a little better traction.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So Kate just sent me a text.
Her
She's
internet froze up.
trying to get back on. Her internet went down. Her internet froze up, just like we said.
Mhm.
Yeah. So hopefully. So, but yeah, as far as my motorcycle, that was the scariest time. I could still hear the river running over the rocks below.
How long ago was that?
14, I think it was.
Dang.
Yeah, 2014. So let's see, 6. Yeah, about 10 years. Wow, yeah, 10, almost 11 years ago. A long time. Fuck, time goes by. But yeah, I've got a picture somewhere. And what I did in the morning, because we had to, obviously weren't going to press on at that point. So we got off into a little gravel pit next to it, and pushed my bike over there, and packed up and set up the camp. Got my little 4-inch cot out, and got in my pup tent. And tell you what, in the morning, tried to get up. I couldn't get out of that cot. Oh, God, my whole body ached after that roll on that bridge. And anyway, and I was about to ask Mac to give me a hand, and because I couldn't get up, and I sat there and says, "Shit, I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere, and there's no traffic, there's nothing." And so anyway, I forced myself to get up and got out of the tent and went over and started checking out the bike. And Mac and I packed up, and he says, "Want me to drive it across the bridge?" I said, "No, I got to get on it and drive it." So fuck no. I got on it and drove. It was nerve wracking to get on that bridge because those wood planks were wet and slick as shit.
It's at his cot, so about 2 inches. So I think cold.
It's like, yeah, but yeah, it was an interesting run, that one.
Yeah.
It was a good, I think we were out 2 weeks for the whole trip. Went up to Labrador City, it's called the Trans Labrador Highway, and it makes a loop up to from the west side of Quebec. You're going to go up and hit Labrador City, which is nothing but a little town to support the iron mines. And anyway, and I ended up staying in a hotel. We stayed there, and it's like, okay, we got to go. And the gal's like, yeah, you got to get out of your room. We have iron people coming in and a contract with them, and we have no rooms. Literally, you're out. It's like, oh shit. So anyway, then the Translab Highway heads over toward the Atlantic and then south to a little town, and there's a ferry there, and you can catch a ferry and take that over to Newfoundland. So, yep. Kate sent another message. Let's see what she says. Nope, that's not. Yep. Trying to get back on. Internet still isn't working. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, her internet is run off of T-Mobile, off the mobile phones. Whoa, there he is. I looked away there, just looking at my phone, and I turned back.
Oh,
Maybe his internet's out too. Maybe the whole system's out. Wonder if the cell phones are working. Well, yeah, they are, because I just got a text from him.
yeah, it might be like on the was it like the Sailor Network, not the internet.
Yeah.
Oh, why I'm echoing so bad?
You're just kind of stroking that thing. I'm starting
Well,
to worry.
I was trying to see why I was echoing, but I'm not even on this thing, so I don't know why I'm echoing all of a sudden.
Well, you seem to sound fine here, so your echo maybe is in your headset.
No, they can hear it. The people were talking about echoing in the chat, which I could hear it. I just was trying to figure out. I unplugged my mic, and then I just used the laptop mic. But every once in a while, I can hear an echo when it's just me. So there ain't no telling. So they're still. I'm sure they're doing the mushroom classes still.
Yeah, we just did one. Was it this last weekend? I was in Indianapolis this weekend,
boy.
so wasn't there for any of the classes. But oh god, I went down. My granddaughters are in cheer,
Oh boy.
and we're in competition there. And so I was like, okay, we go see these girls do their cheer routine and that. Because I've never got to see them. And we got there, and it's in the convention hall right in downtown. It's a huge place, and there were 600 teams competing.
Good Lord.
Yeah, average is about 20 kids per team. That's the average. And so that's 12,000 kids. And then you put your parents on top of that, and you put, grandparents and people who
I
are.
wonder how many cheer moms had the experience of a lifetime that weekend. You heard me?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to see them do that, because they come out with such pounding energy. And I have two granddaughters that do this, and one is a tumbler. She used to fly, but her tumbling, she's like one of the best tumblers on the squad, so she does a lot of tumbling. And my other granddaughter is 13 and just small and extremely athletic, and so she's one of their flyers. And so to sit there and watch her get flipped into the air and then do spins and come back down, or standing on one leg and these kids holding her up, yeah, it made Grandpa a little nervous.
Yeah.
But quite the experience. And I was like, wow. I think they're all athletes. Some of them were just so incredible. And it was not at all what I was expecting. Not at all. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So I can
Problem
see
was,
you getting high, having to go outside. I gotta go get high for this.
oh, okay.
How much weed did you have to smoke to have it be around that many kids?
I didn't
Oh,
actually. No, no. I don't do it around my grandkids. I just yeah, I got to keep a clear head. So,
you just have to
but
grin and bear with, huh?
yep. Yeah, it's sad about the Trans Labrador Highway because it was just all rock and sloppy stones and shit and gravel. And because there was so many motorcyclists trying to run it, um, that they paved the road. So only in Quebec is it not paved; it's gravel.
Oh.
And yeah, and so took challenge out of it.
Hmm.
Ice fishing in northern Ontario. Eh,
Yeah.
you better
I'm
have a
out.
power line to get through that ice. God, when I used
I,
to go ice fishing as a kid, we had one of those old crankers, with the little scoop on it, and crank through
I've
the ice.
never been a fisherman. I
No.
never didn't really care for it. Never been a hunter. Oh shit. Never been a hunter. Just I don't know.
Well, I grew up in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and that's about all there is to do up there.
I lived out in the country and stuff like that. So I mean, I should have been able to do it. I mean, we lived on we had ranches and stuff. So,
Mm.
but I was always working.
I got my first 22 when I was 9, got my first shotgun when I was 10, and I was really proud because I worked my ass off mowing lawns and doing whatever I could do. So I bought my first deer rifle when I was 13.
Yeah. What'd you get? 30
I got
six.
I got a Remington Model 600. They only made them for 2 years. It was real short, had ventilated rib on it. It was 6 millimeter caliber, bolt action, and my grandmother was so proud that I did it and I had the gun, and she bought me a scope for it, and that really broke her bank because I think she paid like $50 for a scope for me. So,
Yeah.
but I gave that. My grandson has that now.
Yeah. Nowadays, the stuff that they got, it's like you're like, wow, like night vision, red dot scopes and stuff
Yeah,
like that, and
yeah.
it's like, man, the thermal stuff.
Mm. Deer don't have a chance.
That yeah, I have a buddy who he
Yep, had a bad
manages
rib on a rifle.
yeah he has he's in charge of a bunch of head of cattle and stuff like that. So he's out there hunting coyotes and stuff. What
Mm-hmm.
he's getting coyotes and pigs.
Yeah. Well, I have coyotes here, and I've taken a few down. Uh, I have a 22 250, and again, I used to work out of my office here, and I remember one day sitting in my office, and it faced out over the pasture and that, and had my headset on a conference call, and I see 2 deer come out into my pasture, and I stop, and I look behind them, and I'm like, something's coming up, something's after them. And so I opened up my closet door and got my 22 250. I'm on this conference call going, and shit, out comes a coyote. It's like I stepped outside, walked over to a tree, took a rest, and popped it. So yeah,
And then went back and finished your call, huh? You're
I
that
did.
gangster.
I did. I did.
You
Yeah.
probably didn't even tell him that. You probably didn't even say nothing, did you? You just said
No, we
just,
didn't.
just drop the phone and then walk out and did your deal and come right back in, huh?
It was an interesting call too, because it's they would call me in as kind of a troubleshooter in a sales situation, big corporation, and and so they had me in on this phone call because I was supposed to go to the hospital with them, and shit, um, everybody just yep. So I hated that shit. So I just mute my mic and just sit there and watch out the window. It's like these guys are idiots. Yeah. Oh wow. Just looking at.
Yeah. Everybody's still talking about how cold it is. I mean, it's cold. Where do you draw the line on how cold to ride in when your bones?
Oh, I've got a heated jacket that goes on under my riding jacket, and I've never used that one. I went to Florida on that cold night that March. I wore a heated vest plugged into the bike. I have a heated jacket, so the cold is not that bad. You can deal with it. Oh, I got a new seat for my bike too, and that's heated. I haven't tried that yet. I haven't
You
even
got a heated
put it
seat,
on.
huh?
Yep,
Wow.
got a heated seat. And what's real, what I did is it's sergeant seats. I sent my old seat in, and they reupholstered it and put all new foaming in there and put the heating elements in there. But they cut a strip right down the middle, so it's like
So
in foam.
it like split the boys or what?
Split the boys, give the boys some breathing room down there.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
and I can tell you what, that seat needed it. I can absolutely tell you without a doubt that seat needed it. It's, I tell you, after a couple of days, you're numb. That's not a good thing.
Do you have do you got the chaps or what do they call them, the riding leathers, or do
I
you got
don't.
or do
I
you have
really.
like the outfit, the touring outfit?
I have ventilated pants. They're mesh,
Yeah.
so the air just blows right through them. Then I have a liner I can put in to keep rain and or cold weather out. And when it's really cold, I just put a pair of long johns on the liner, and away you go. And when I was riding my GS, uh, the aerodynamics of that thing were such that if I just tucked my knees in, the heat from the engines would keep you warm. And your legs and stuff. There would be no wind on it. Matter of fact, you could be riding in the wind, in the rain, and be dry as long as you're moving. So,
JT, I hate to let you know, but all chaps are assless. Just got to think about that. All chaps are assless.
well, mine has an ass. I tell you what, dumbass sometimes.
Yeah, we used to have when I used to ride when I used to do horses and stuff like that. We had you know the chaps and
Chaps.
stuff like that, but ours were for because we were always rubbing up against horses or cows or stuff like
Yep.
that, and man, them leathers actually helped out
Oh,
a lot. I was going to see if if the cold weather, if you could tell the difference between leathers and not leathers. But
oh.
if you don't wear them, then I guess you don't.
Nope. Nope. It's ballistic nylon, Kevlar, and shoulder and elbow pads, knee pads, hip pads. So I've been down a couple of times. I dress full face mask, helmet. I mean, it's when you go down, it goes down fast,
Yeah.
and there's not a whole lot you can do.
How long have you been riding BMWs?
83.
So
My first
30.
one was a
So
R80
32
RT.
years. 32 years,
Yeah, something like that. So
if my math is correctly. I
your
guess
your math sounds right.
depends on what I guess when and
32, 82.
Yeah, all my BMers up until this last couple of years have been boxers, opposing twins. And then I got my one that I ride mostly now is my 1000 R1000. It's a inline 4-cylinder, and really love that thing for touring around. And then my wife was going to ride with me, but because of her back and her hips, I said, well, we need to get a touring bike. So I got a BMW 1600 XL not adventure, whatever the hell, I don't know, monster bike. It's almost 1,000 pounds. I think it's like 850 without anything on it, and big touring bike. That sucker flies. That's an inline six. You look at that big ass bike and think, oh fuck, that's not going to do anything. Holy shit, does it go? Anyway, and then I bought a old, it's still out in my garage, R1100 RS. That's a boxer. And I bought it because I've been to what's called a reliability rally, and that's where you have to buy a motorcycle for under $1,000, and then you take it to the mountains, the Appalachians, and somewhere, and they'll have a rally there, and it's 2 days, roughly 400 miles in the mountains, and hit the switchbacks and running, and they got you in different groups, and so see if your bike will make it, if you can make it on your bike. So, yeah, and anyway, I have that bike sitting out in my garage. So needs a little bit more work. Just thinking about it, getting it cleaned up.
Do you collect bikes?
No.
No?
No. I wish I could afford to do that. No, I mean, I let my GSA go to. I sold it this last year, and that was a hard one. That was the one I took to Alaska. I mean, that one and we've had some adventures with that, and then I had just a regular GS prior to that. Love those bikes, but I do different riding now. I don't. I think I'm too old to be doing those really off-road adventures, and shit. God, we were up in uh, northern Ontario. We went up Armstrong. It's just an Indian village, and then used to have the United States used to have an air base up there, and went up there to go fishing and stuff. And where the hell was they going? Oh, we went, got on this road, and we were going to try to go around Lake Nipigon up there. And anyway, got on this road, and you know what railroad rock looks like, right? I mean, it's just all sharp edges and shit. Yeah, yeah, and well, that's what this looked like, but they were all white, and because it's the white sands area. And holy shit, it's just squirrely. And Mac and I are both like, this isn't going to work, because we saw a 2-track and got off on that, and drove down there, and I ended up saying we got on another 2-track, and we went out to the what the hell was the name of the lake? Lake Caribou. It was a fly-in lake, and yeah, we found our way on a 2-track out there. I lost my shoe on the way out. On the way back, picked it up in the middle of the road, the trail, and it's like, but that was awesome, because there's a resort down there. And we got there, and the guy thought we were nuts. He may have been right, but anyway, he rented us a boat, and there was a little island out on the other side of the lake. The lake was like 17 miles long, probably a mile wide. It wasn't real wide. It was long and narrow, and told us there's this island out there, Sean Island, and then there's a campsite on it, and go set up out there and do some walleye fishing. So that's what we did. So we spent a few days out on Sean Island with our boat, and God, we were just trolling around at night, and it was getting dusk and getting dark. It wasn't at night. Anyway, we weren't that stupid. Stupid, but yeah. Anyway, there was another little island, and we come around it, and you know how islands can be pointy, and you don't see that it gets real shallow. And we hit a rock with the propeller on the motor, and then the motor started just knocking and not going well, and we get back the campsite and says, "Shit, how are we going to get back at the other end of the lake to get out of here?" You know, we're going to row or what the hell? Anyway, we'd run into some people, and a couple days earlier, and the guy comes out to check on us, and he brought family and stuff, and it was a Yamaha motor, 15 horse, and he got out there and he says, "Well, what do you mean? What's it doing?" I explained it to him. He says, "Oh, your spark plug wire came off." I said, "What? How would you know that?" He said, "Oh, that motor's notorious for that. You hit something, the spark plug wire comes off." Opened up, plugged the wire in, ran great. So
Never know, huh?
never know, never know. But on our way back, we had to. It was like almost two lakes connected, is what it was. And so there's one little part, and they call it the Narrows, and you had to go through that to get out of there. And we decided, well, because we didn't really know where we're going, let's just take the boat. We'll go east, and then we'll fish the shore. And we'll be just following the shore. We'll have to go down through the Narrows and get to the other side and find where we need to go. And so we're doing that. Well, not paying close attention. We just kind of continued on making the circle, missed the Narrows, and ended up going back up north. I says, "Damn, this is taking a long time." And we were just totally turned around, going 180 degrees from where we needed to be, heading north. And then we're trying to figure out what we do. And I says, "You know what? I got maps loaded on my phone, and they are not. I don't need GPS or Wi-Fi or any cellular data. I can pull it up." So I pulled it up, and so it showed us where we were, and it showed us the direction we were heading. And I'm like, "Shit!" So we had to turn around and go back. It took us a better part of the day to get back.
Man.
But we slayed the walleyes up there. We had a good time. We had an eagle that was nested on our island, and there wasn't a rodent. There was not a squirrel. There was nothing anywhere on that island. And God, at night there wasn't a sound or a human light anywhere. It was just the stars, and we just happened to be out there on a new moon. So I mean, you could just like touch them. It was so clear, and it was just so black, and the sky was so beautiful. But that's and then the loons singing in the background. Now that was enticing, to see the loons out there and listen to them call all night long to each other.
What is it? A loon?
A loon. Yep. It's a bird, and it's a northern bird. They're fishers, and they make this coo, long, hard coo at night, calling to each other. And it's just we used to have them where I grew up in the UP, but it's because of the weather change, they moved north. So every time I've not heard them up there. We used to hear them all the time, and so there's weather change. Yeah, like when I grew up there, shit, we were talking about hunting and everything, and I mean, you guys got armadillos, and you got a whole bunch of others. Little shit out down there. We don't have any of that, and Christ, they're all over the place now up there. Possums.
Possums, yeah.
I didn't see a possum until I was 18. It was 19. Anyway, I went to school in Indianapolis. I left the UP, headed down there, and a friend of mine and I think it might have been my roommate. I don't remember. Anyway, we hitchhiked out for a weekend, and we were coming back to Indianapolis. We're on I-70 coming from Illinois. It was late and dark, and I said, "Shit, we got let off on this road," and I said, "There's like nothing here. We can see a truck stop down the roadway, so let's walk over there." So we decided to cut through the farmer's field, cutting across there to get to the truck stop. And that was my first encounter I ever had with a possum. That sucker was just hissing at me as I was like about 3 feet away. I didn't know anything about him. All I know is seeing this snarly little pointed nose with its teeth and it's hissing at me. It's like, Jesus Christ. So that was my first encounter with a possum. He held me up.
Y'all have like horny toads up there?
A who?
Horny toads?
Horny toads? No. Well, other
They're-
than
they're like-
guys.
They're like in between like frogs and lizards.
Oh, no. We have had frogs and toads.
Yeah. They spit at you instead of licking you and stuff like that. They spit at you. They spit like they're like spit as in like if they spit blood at you or whatever, but they're like their blood's
Dragon.
supposed to have like a it's kind of like a dragon. They kind of look like a dragon.
Yeah. The Komodo dragon, it's their spit is deadly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
just so, you get infections. This shit will kill you.
Yeah. Dragon nose. They spit blood out their eyes at you. At their
Yeah.
Edward knows what a horny toad is. boy.
It's Edward.
Yeah, possums eat everything. They eat all the shit that the buzzards won't even eat. You know.
I had one in my hen house, or not in. It was in the hen pen, and 2 weeks ago, it's dead winter. What the hell's a possum doing out? I went out to pick up the eggs. It was at night, and I hear something behind me. I was like, "What?" And there it was tucked down in some stuff, and I was like, "Ah, you little shit!" I grabbed him by the tail and put him in my trap, and took him to town the next day and let him go. So I don't know. They say you shouldn't relocate. You're better off just kill a possum than to relocate it. Is that true?
I don't know. They said this guy said they're harmless, but they eat ticks and other insects. They said they only live about 3 years. But I know they carry. I know they get rabies and stuff like that. As long as they don't eat you or bite you or something.
They like eggs too.
Oh,
so,
dragon will know. Dragon says no. Not to relocate them. Not to kill them.
Well, I mean, it's kill them or relocate them. So
yeah,
I'll give them a shot. Possum eating cat food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, possums will never ever get rabies. Okay, so yeah, he knows.
Yeah.
He lives. Dragon has out. He lives out in the sticks. He rescues like raccoons and the critters that are like that are hurt or whatever. He nurses them back to health and he lets them go back.
Well, I gave up on letting possum go. Not possum, but raccoons. They just come back. You got to transport them away so far. The fuel prices were so high, and I had a diesel, and I didn't get very good gas mileage on that sucker. And I was transporting a damn raccoon. I says, "What the hell is this costing me to do this?" So I said, "No more. Done."
Possum came out of my cow's belly. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, me neither.
Jesus. Possum right out of a cow's belly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say they're good tick getters, but I got to tell you what, I have more ticks around my place now. I got some guinea hens to take care of the ticks. Guinea hens are really good at it, but my guinea hens are too lazy to fly over the fence in the chicken pen and run around wild at yard bird it and clean my ticks out. My dog's always full of ticks. I picked a goddamn tick off my dog about a week and a half ago. I couldn't pull a tick. Yeah, those raccoons, if they get in, they'll kill them all. They are just nasty little boogers.
Yeah.
And then they just leave the carcasses laying around. You know,
Yeah.
I have on my coop when the chickens, I have a light sensor on the door. Got a little door, so as it gets dark, closes the door. In the morning, it gets light, raises the door. It's pretty cool. So it locks most of the critters out. I've picked possum out of my nesting boxes before. When I first started getting hens, I made one of our stalls in the barn into a little chicken coop. I lined it up and everything, and I got a tub, took one of the water troughs, and I got some baby chicks, and I was raising baby chicks in there. I think I had 10 of them in there, and go out there, and I was like, there's only 9 in here. So I'm searching all over for the other one. Goddamn possum had tunneled up and got into the coop and had a little hole over in the corner. I didn't see it. So I relocated him. I put a trap there, and he came up the hole and walked right into the trap.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh. So y'all,
You
you don't know.
Hmm?
You don't know if y'all got any specials or what y'all got going on next week or this week.
Actually, no, I don't. I know we got something going on. We always do. You can give a call, go to our website at www. Seller is spelled CELLAR, seedseller.com. And if you want, you can get our phone number is posted right on there. You can give us a call and talk to one of our ladies there, and they'll answer your questions and help you out.
Yeah.
Tell you what's going on.
And y'all can't ship overseas. Do know that.
No, we don't. No.
But they can
But
pretty
we
much
do.
help y'all out. Whatever you need. I'm sure they got info.
How do you get products to Florida? If you want seeds, just call us up. We'll ship them to you.
Yep.
That's not a big deal. That's easy to do. We ship all over the United States. So, not a problem. They are 100% federally legal. So
Have you ever run in with a skunk, Roger?
the run
Like
it over on my motor.
I guess, or
Yeah.
or get sprayed or whatever close to it.
Yeah, I've had run-ins with a skunk. My dogs get in them all at least twice a year.
I think you're talking about on your bike because I guess that would suck on the bike.
No, I've never ran into a skunk on my bike.
You know anybody that's ever talked about it? I bet you that would be bad.
Yeah.
Running over a skunk on your motorcycle. Woo.
Yeah. Yeah, well, bike is pretty short. It's not like a car and really covered, so there's a good chance you could get by without really getting sprayed. Oh, I don't know. Fortunately, knock wood, I've not had a run-in with a skunk. Had some close run-ins with deer, but
I bet you that would fucking suck if you hit a deer. I imagine that could probably kill you.
Yeah, that's pretty deadly. That's pretty deadly. And I was passing a truck one time on a 2-lane country road, and 2 deer jumped out right in front of both of us, and So I was like, and he's slamming on his brakes, and I'm like, fuck, I got no place to go. And I ended up going right between the two deer. So it was
Oh
like,
shit!
yeah, yeah. And I had a buck come up out of a ditch. It was a deep ditch alongside of a road one time. Came up right in front of me, and I about hit him. Let's see if I almost hit a moose in British Columbia.
Oh, I almost
Yeah.
hit a moose in my car, and I was like, "Good Lord, that was
Oh,
killed me."
yeah. Newfoundland is pretty cool because they have a lot of moose up there. There's more moose in Newfoundland than there is anywhere else in the world. But anyway, they have so many moose. They clear away from the road and through the woods, and they put up radar. So you got all these poles along the road with radar units on it and lights, so that if a moose comes out, it lights flashing yellow lights and alerts you that there's a moose in the road. Oh, I think a lot of people get killed by those things because they're just so tall. They just come right into the car. The trucks up there, you're a trucker. They have these huge guardrails on the front of their trucks.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yeah, mooses are massive.
yeah, in British Columbia, that moose that I had, he could jumped out in front of me. I thought I was gonna hit her for sure. And I'm just on my brakes. Well, I guess she saw me coming, so she didn't want to get hit, and so she took a hard right, and so I came right up on her flank, and then she just kept on going straight down the road, and I just backed off and had a GoPro on my helmet, so I was able to get some pictures.
Oh, you did?
Yep, yep.
Oh, yeah.
And it surprised me watching her go, and I was like, I was expecting to be like a deer, and how they would move. And shit, they're more like a horse, and they paddle like a thoroughbred, not a thoroughbred, but a trotter. I wasn't expecting that to see that little ass, those legs just kicking out. But yeah, it was a yearling cow. Um,
Dang.
mm. I had 2 run-ins with bear up there. Well, actually, yeah, 2 on the road. Black bear with mama black bears,
Oh,
and one was in British Columbia, and I was by myself, and she was in the middle of the road with her 2 cubs, and so I stopped and I just sat there a long time. She just sat there and looked at me the entire time while her cubs were running around playing on the road. Then when they finally went off into the brush, she went off. And so I waited a little bit, and then it's okay. I'm going to go. She's gone. And as I went by, that head just popped out. It's like less than 10 feet, I think. I'm looking in the eyes of a black bear. It's like, oh shit. Throttle up, head up, and throttle up.
yeah.
And then the other one I had run in with, that was in Yukon Territory, up on the same route going to Alaska. Anyway, and she was out on the middle of the road, and she was just stuck there like the other one was. And I happened to be riding with another guy that I'd met in Yukon. Anyway, he was in front of me, and then I pulled up alongside of him, and he had a GoPro. And then I just, after a while, it's like this, I'm going to just creep up on this bear and see if we can get it to move. And as I'm getting closer and I'm creeping up, she's looking at me, and she did a spin around, pointed her ass in my direction, and took a shit. And I was like, I'm stopping right here. So when people say bears shit in the woods, well, I'll tell you what, they'll shit on the road too.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I was the other night I was talking with Patrick or whatever, and there was a squirrel that jumped from one tree to the other, and it missed, and it was falling down, and it got to the last branch, so it free fell for about 10 feet, and then if it didn't hit that it didn't grab that. It had another 10 or 15 feet before it hit the ground, and it had probably been, it'd probably been dead. Well, he grabbed a hold of that last branch, and as he coming down, I seen shit fall out of his ass. I don't know if he was like shit on himself and it came down or just emotion.
Mhm.
But I just started smoking. Okay, I might have been about a cone in, but I seen what I seen, and I've never seen that. And then I was talking with my buddy on the phone, and I was telling him, I said, yeah, it's that same squirrel that almost shit on himself that is jumping across. He's trying to jump across the fence to the neighbor's shed, and then he jumped. I looked down, and then I looked away, and then I looked, and he was on the ledge of the pool, and I'm like, oh shit, he knows I'm talking about him. This squirrel speaks English. He's mad that I'm talking shit about him. So then I look away again, and then he keeps coming closer to me, and I'm like, and my Poopy, he's asleep right now. My pugger here, he's like looking at me, and I'm like, Poopy, get squirrel. He's like, no, I'm waiting on here to blow smoke in my face. No, I seen it. I seen it with my own eyes.
Squirrels are really resilient. They're tough little guys.
Yeah. I hit a deer one time in my Peterbilt. I was coming and I can't remember what I had on. But I was coming, I headed to Lubbock and I was going across and I seen him coming across. So I hit my Jake brakes and I kind of like slowed down and I kind of went at him and three of them went by and I caught the last one right on the edge and I heard it boom and it just spun him and I just slowed down and then it kind of bent because I had a Texas bumper on there and it kind of bent the front bumper in a little bit. That's about it.
Yeah, last year when I did my trip to Florida, I was on the Blue Ridge Parkway in West Virginia. Virginia, anyway. It was getting late in the day, and that was a mistake. Holy shit! Because the way the Blue Ridge is, and it curves, and so I'm trying to head south, but you got to curve, and then you're into the facing the west, and the sun is in your eyes, and you get blinded. And you got to curve, and you take that left to head back in kind of to the south because that's the general direction of it, and you got canopy, and so it's black and you can't see anything because you're still blinded from the sun. And all of a sudden it's like there's deer. Oh shit, there's deer. Oh shit, there's more deer. Holy Christ, there's a buck in the road. And half the time you're blind. It's like, they just appear out of nowhere. It's like, oh, I got to get off. So
Yeah.
that was not fun. That was scary. But I love the Blue Ridge.
I think I've listened to. Was there a serial killer on the Blue Ridge Parkway back in the like
Sure.
'80s or something, or he dumped people off
Yeah,
the bridge?
you mentioned that, and it rings like a bell, but I don't remember.
Yeah, because I listen to podcasts and stuff when I usually drive somewhere or I fly or where I listen to podcasts and about serial killers and shit like that. And I remember the Blue Ridge Parkway was there was a serial killer somewhere,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
I don't know how tied into that stuff, but
no.
we're up there now.
Yeah, I did the Shenandoah Parkway, which is goes from Maryland down across on the Appalachians, and then as you hit uh, North Carolina, I think, or it's Virginia. Yeah. Anyway, it turns into the Blue Ridge Parkway, and then
Yeah.
I'll dump it down in Georgia. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I really like the northern stretches of it through New Hampshire and up that way.
Yeah,
Mm.
never. No, I usually just drive right at it, or I'll try to slow down. I ain't gonna.
Well, I think the only time I've swerved was when I went between those two deer.
Yeah,
So I saw my path and I took it. So
yeah. Especially if you're speeding and you try to jerk the wheel or something like that, then you're just asking for trouble.
yeah.
I mean, especially something could happen, swerve, lose a tire, lose anything. On a bike, yeah, that's a different story on a bike.
I heard that deer are the deadliest animal out there. 'Cause there's so many of them on the road that kill people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bikes, you don't have a choice. Yeah. Oh, all right, Roger. Well, I won't keep you up too much later.
Yep, it's at that time. So we'll see you next week. Hopefully, Lansing gets their internet back up. That's, that's what happened to both of them.
Both of them. Yep.
Yep. Okay. Yep. So, all right. Hey, you have a great night and week, and we'll talk to you again next week.
All right. Y'all have a good one.
All right. Take care.
Later.
Yep.
All right. Y'all check them out. The seedseller.com. You can, if y'all need any kind of cannabis stuff or cannabis questions, I'm sure y'all can ask them as well. Right, they've been in the game for a long time, and they grow out, and they know pretty much. Speaking of, I'm gonna take a hit off this right here. There you go, right there, King Abilene, March 7th and 8th. The grand opening, and we're gonna do that deal out there. We're gonna be doing some events out there, not just racing, people. Uh, we're gonna have a little fun. I don't want to do a bunch of no preps and stuff out there. I hit that, James. But I just don't want to do 6 or 10 events of nothing but no prep, and then that's it. I don't want to run out. That's why I want to do different stuff out there. Do some drifting or some burnout stuff, and maybe some car shows, cookouts, and all kinds of stuff. So we're gonna have fun out there. Hopefully Jasper gets his deal fixed, and y'all say a prayer out there for. I'm drawing a blank now. Somebody help me out here. Uh, oh, shit. I know she's a MSI on YouTube. She uh, yeah, coming up fast. Can't wait. Yeah, yeah. Be hiring some staff out there as well. We're gonna be needing some help, but yep. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Jasper, hopefully you'll be back the table tomorrow night. Hopefully I won't be running late. Sometimes life happens. Yep. So yeah, Crystal. Yeah, y'all appreciate T-Bone. I was drawing a blank. Drawing a blank. Drawing a blank. Hmm. And if y'all know how to keep these things unclogged, hit me up, man. These things are god dang. I might start my reaction channel. I might add a reactions and uh, product reviews. I might just do that. I don't know yet. I'll just add all that on top of what I already got going on right now. So yeah, that's what we'll do. All right. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. Again, March 7th and 8th. Y'all hit that event page right there and get all the rules and everything as well. So y'all have a good night. And see y'all tomorrow night. Later.